Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Linwood Cox Jr. Happy New Year out to you guys. I'm super excited because I haven't really made a video since the Christmas time. So I've been taking some time to reflect and rest for myself. Also dealing with, holiday issues and then changes of life and stuff like that as the new year happens. So I'm like super excited to be able to make this video as there's an interesting topic that comes around this year, and it's typically around New Year's resolutions, goals, things that you set for the new year. I have to be honest when it comes to New Year's resolutions. I think that New Year's resolutions are typically set for people that honestly want to have a figurative idea that they care about their lives, but they want to have an excuse to care about their lives. If I'm honest about it, when it comes to New Year's resolutions, I mean, what are you resoluting to? You're resolute yourself to making an image for a little bit, but who are you making that image of, and who are you copying, and what person are you listening to because you want to be that person? And then when you realize that you're not that person, well, then the resolution is over. So, I don't have any problem with like looking at major goals and stuff for the year and saying, hey, like objectively, what can we do? But especially when it comes to God, there are people who are out there who may not know, but my motto is always, for those who are wayward in spirit will gain instruction and will gain understanding, and for those who lament will accept instruction. Well, you would understand that life is not perfect. Even if you set plans and stuff like that of things that you want to achieve, the reality is that there's so much about life that's a mystery to us, and we can't really see. For instance, in myself, the past couple of months or so, I'm not paying attention, and then I literally drive in the back of this car, right? And my car gets totaled. And it's crazy is that I had just created a video a month ago saying that what happens when you don't pay attention on the road, but it's what happens, and I don't feel bad about saying that, but it wasn't a part of my plans. Part of the plans is to save money for the new year. Well, I mean, what if you save money for the new year, but then you gotta pay for a car for an accident that you don't know about that's going to happen in 3 months? So we have to stay realistic about these things. And so what I want to talk to you about today is something that's just very practical that I do not only at the beginning of every year, but I do at, periodically throughout the year. And that's just cleaning out my closet. I think that it's more practical for an individual to say at multiple times in my life, what am I doing to reassess? What am I doing to find rest? What am I doing to reorganize my life, in which the main goal and the main perspective can still be there, but you've got a lot of distractions and you've got a lot of things going on in your life at a time that you just need to clean out to make a more healthier you. And I think that that's always more practical, considering that, we're talking about fashion and we're talking about interior design, how you sculpt your house and stuff like that. As you can see in the background, I have one of my favorite albums, Abbey Road from the Beatles and stuff. So, adding additions, I got it as a Christmas present from a friend, and it's super cool. But realigning yourself with, I hadn't heard that album in like years. So, rehearing that album and stuff is cool. But, then we have an interesting topic that we're talking about here, about getting rid of artifacts, clothes, and things that you have around the house that don't have any sense of being there. And this could be a hard topic for guys, because I think that in most cases you find that guys' closets are practically a mess. But and if you've never done this before, well, the first time that you do it, it's probably going to be the hardest, is literally standing in front of your closet, your drawers that you have in your house, and realizing that a lot of the times the reason why you spend so much time trying to figure out what you want to wear in the beginning of the day is because your closet has a bunch of stuff that you honestly don't wear anymore. Now, it would be without question, but it's without remiss to say, well, with the clothes that you have in your closet that you don't wear, somebody else can wear. So I always tell people, if you have the chance, and tell men, if you have the chance to go through your closet and really objectively, right? Look into your closet, look into your drawers, look into the things that you have. The first artifacts that are no. If you've had socks and underwear and stuff that you've had for a year, I mean, I've done it and realized, dang, like I haven't been underwear shopping for a while or sock shopping. I got socks that, have holes in them. It's time to do a change. Those are the first things that, and don't give those to other people. Just throw those away and go get you some new pairs of socks. I mean, and underwear and stuff like that, those are the more obvious things first, but t-shirts and stuff that you don't wear anymore that are out of size truly, but you got because it was one, Earth event, one event, I got this because I did a baptism event at church and it just sat in my closet all the time. And I was like, man, what should I do? Well, what I did was I just started organizing. I appropriated this shirt for a different reason. So I just started using the shirt to do workouts. And so when I go work out, I have shirts and different things, but I had plenty of shirts that I had gotten and I felt bad for holding on to them, but it was like, I'm not going to wear them. So I just, collect these things and put it in a pile to make sure that I get the goodwill. You have to go through your closet and hang your clothes in your closet and see what clothes that I've had there literally for years. And, they might have an experience or something tied to them, whatever. But if practically you're not wearing those clothes anymore, then they're just tucking up clutter. And the truth is that because they're taking up space into your closet, you've never given any true space that there are actually new things that you could do for you, right? When you go to the store and buy new things that would make you feel good about yourself. I mean, that's not a sin. I think, this day and age when it comes to spending money and stuff like that. And I've had this conversation on videos before. It makes no sense for you to be a hardworking man out there and you don't at least pleasure yourself every once in a while. So, I mean, I think the first thing there would just be going through your closet and get rid of stuff that's in there that doesn't matter, stuff that's not important to you, stuff that you haven't worn in a while, something that practically. Like, look, be honest. I am never going to wear this thing again. It needs to be put into a pile. You need to take that pile, gather up that pile, take it to Goodwill. I promise you there's somebody in this world that's going to enjoy those clothes more than you do. And that's just bottom line. So I'm not going to talk about that. But what you'll understand is that when you're able to even go through the fixture of your life and stuff and go through books and organize your book closet. I just did that recently of just being able to set out and reorganize books and stuff like that. You can go through the china that you have. Maybe you don't have any cool stuff. Well, hey, there's nothing wrong with going to Target and buying a new set of silverware for your kitchen to make sure that you have, some quality stuff there. Bowls and plates and things of that nature, new furnishings need to happen. So if you're out there and you want to buy and you start realizing, man, this couch has a lot of tears in it, it might be time for a new one. It might be time to change up the aesthetics in the house and refreshing and reliving things. You'll be interested to find how doing something so easily and practical just makes you feel better about. And it's not something that has to be, hopefully I can have this video in the summertime to tell you that this is a practical thing to do in the summertime as well. So this is good. This is healthy for you. It remembers why you have the things around you. And then you start remembering, man, I got stuff that's around me. I don't need to, at the same time, I got stuff that's around me that, I haven't done in a little bit. So maybe I need to find time if it's sitting here and if it's in my house to reestablish myself with those habits. Even when it's, my snowboard that's sitting in the corner and I'm like, man, I haven't gone out and hit the slopes yet because life has been crazy. So I need to plan an event with a friend to make sure that I go out and snowboard because it's out there. So anyways, don't want to ramble anymore. Just wanted to give you guys that, be excited for this time. Clean out your closet though. Make sure that your life is not filled with clutter. Practically things that you have laying around the house. Take a time to do a survey in your life and stuff. And I guarantee you, I won't let you down on this one. But other than that, I'm Linwood Cox Jr. Thank you so much for listening to me. If you're out there and you need help when it comes to style ideas for your professional work, whether or not you're in a small business